It's time to dress that turkey. This is one of my favorite graphics. Obviously, we've got rain that we're dealing with out there today. So umbrellas, rain boots, rain jackets, the whole shebang. You need everything today if you're going to be outside, especially for prolonged periods of time. Thinking of heading down maybe to the city. I think it might be a little too late for that to catch the parade right now in New York City, that is. But anything else going on across the area, maybe heading up to Boston, wet weather gear, and obviously you need to drive a little bit slower as a result. Now, as we head into Black Friday and the weekend, the other turkey's kicking in here. Sunny, we need the sunglasses. We need our winter hats and scarves, and yeah, hang on to those hats. A little breezy out there as well. Thank you very much to our ABC6 turkeys for helping out with that graphic, and very good illustration. So some dry air this morning has kind of ate away at these opening little bands of rain, but they're going to fill back in because we've got a lot of moisture down to our south and west, moving across Philly and heading into New York City right now. Unfortunately, for both of those respective holiday parades, the Thanksgiving parades there are the biggest ones in the country. Snow to the north and west, that's where we have winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings right now. Really, this is mostly elevation-driven snow. The temperatures at sea level, they're going to be in the 40s all day today, but as you get into those higher elevations, the temperatures drop pretty quickly into the 30s, and that's when we're going to see accumulating snow here. I'll show you how much in just a second. Let's track this out, though. So any showers that are light this morning are going to begin to pick up in intensity, and you can see the radar really filling in here by the time we get to about 9 a.m., 10, 11, 12, right through lunchtime. Rain soaking. Moderate to heavier downpours as well there with those yellows. The storm then finally starts to pull away. It is a fairly progressive moving storm. It's a large storm, so that's why it's with us all day, but it's a fairly fast mover, so it should be out of here right around the time we're setting the table. Here we are, 5 o'clock, and you can see mostly cloudy, just a couple of lingering little specks of rain at that point. Clearing out overnight. Temperatures will be in the 30s tomorrow morning, and we should get to the mid and upper 40s tomorrow afternoon. Look for some clouds to filter back in the afternoon. You can actually see a couple of sprinkles down here along the shoreline. There's a little weak piece of energy that's going to be moving offshore. So it's a mostly dry day tomorrow, but do not be surprised, say, if you're in Westerly or spending the weekend out at the vineyard, maybe you see a little sprinkle tomorrow afternoon. This is how much we're getting in terms of precipitation. The rain spots are going to be about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. We've lowered the upper end of that range just slightly. And then you can see here in the pink, I've drawn the rain snow line on. So depending on where you're headed, you may or may not run into that changeover to the white stuff. 6 to 12 inches expected here in the dark blues. So if you're getting, maybe to Worcester or Fitchburg or maybe Springfield, you may be on the very low end. You're probably out of that range. You're probably only looking at, say, 3 inches of wet snow. A lot of this is also going to have trouble sticking immediately because, again, the surface temperatures are going to be on the warmer side. The ground is still warm, but once you get to those real high elevations, things change at a heartbeat, and those colder temperatures will overcome all of that warm ground level. We're going to get our updated drought monitor at some point later today. It looks like, unless the holiday, will push it up to tomorrow, but these drought monitors normally issued on Thursdays. And as you can see, we still have a pretty nice rainfall deficit across the area, Alyssa, so this is going to be welcomed rain. But we're dry after that, so we will not see any more rain likely through the middle of next week, and that likely means no snow as well, even though we have some very cold temperatures.